Hello everyone, welcome back to Fablehaven and Age of Wonders for the Warden-Commander and hero of Ferelden, Fabe, yours truly, continues his adventures in reconstructing and reuniting the kingdom of Ferelden. And the first war has been declared. All of our would-be friends and or enemies have been encountered, met, discovered, and, to the surprise of few, the Exalted March is the one that declared war. And of course, she declared war on the Free College of Magi, so that was actually very lore accurate. The only thing that would be ever so slightly more accurate is if she declared on Balin, who's being very rude for someone who, against his kingmaker. But that's okay. That's alright. He crossed a line. And we are going to hold him to it because we're the good guys. Right? That's the plan? Hopefully. We'll see. But if you're enjoying the series, as it continues ramping up into a great clash for the realm, why not like the video? It does help out the channel. And hey, look at that. Conqueror's Edict if we need to go conquering. If necessary. Now, I only have like one support, so I think it is time we grab a nymph. A spirit of the forest, as 'twere. As blasphemous as that may be. Or like frowned upon. We'll go with frowned upon. I kind of want this wonder. Like right now. This is the Breached Wonder. We grabbed it at the end of the last episode, and we can even go ahead and restore it. Huzzah! This will add to our Rally of Lieges, and now it gives us a bit more stuff. And we're already gaining bonus costume points from our lovely Morrigan, the Scornful Sorceress, who's about to reach Governance level 4. Villana is Governance level 2, after we explored the Breach thingy-majiggy. And I have crafted... Ooh, you have a lot of stuff. I have crafted, constructed a Horn of Solace. I figured we built the item forge, it's time to put the item forge to good use. We don't have a whole lot of fragments right now, so I'm just going to do the boring stuff. Bonus regeneration, the bonus XP, maybe Siege Masters if we can swing it. We'll see. We might not have the bits and bobs. We might have the bits and bobs. Who knows? Hey look, a mount to go to the glue factory. But we're done here. Yep. It's time to depart, if I had the movement, which I do not. I guess these two can go through. Remember, sitting inside the city gives us XP, and it also will improve the city's stability because of one of our Empire Skittle thingy-majigs. Who are you? Ah, yes. The legendary Wisp who has something better to do. You should go hang out in El Capital. Could force march it, but do I care? Not really. This spider seems determined to live. To survive. I did not make a custom hero for Blint, I usually don't, so that remains in tradition. I believe past Fabe showed all of the starting bonuses, so that should be good. I think I have to force march this spider if it wants to live. And you know what, I'm gonna do it just for my waifu. That is all. If it stayed within that roaming domain, it was probably DED dead. Go to tier 2. Do we just build a stonemason? Build the stonemason. Capital can annex, and I am inclined to annex money? Money. I think I'm probably going to turn this into a Scholars Guild. I usually like to do that. I usually enjoy that, and there's all these research nodes around here, so I think I shall. I could turn this into a Scholars Guild as well. I feel like I'm missing something here. Gold? Gold. Maybe we can do this. Possible. We can get Restore the Land as well. There was some discussion about whether Restore the Land could restore Sunless, even though it's not in its tooltip. And I believe that it does, but the problem Probably best to go. Well, I probably shouldn't queue anything right now. You're an agricultural government. Why am I thinking about this so hard? Just build a silly farm. Soon. It's not worth 500 to restore these. Oh, it's time for a new hero. Can I afford them? It looks like I can. So, you have a gun. Wait a minute. Why is there only one of you? There should be 3 people here. If I shuffle this, will it correct itself? Can't afford you if I shuffle. So I guess we're getting Nathaniel Howe. That fixed the lists. Uh-oh. Might need to shuffle it again. There are several other custom heroes I created. I hope it didn't break, because that would be very disappointing. But this is Nathaniel Howe, a Grey Warden from Dragon Age Origins Awakening, who I actually haven't really used a lot, but he's supposed to have a bow. As the eldest son of Renton Howe, Nathaniel was first in line to inherit the Arling of Amaranthine, a position that he never cared for, until it was taken from him. When he first heard of his father's crimes against the Crown and the Grey Wardens, he could scarcely believe them. He broke into Vigil's Keep to reclaim some of his family heirlooms. When he was found, it took 4 wardens to finally capture him. Impressed by his strength, the Warden-Commander conscripted him into the Grey Wardens and helped him reunite with his sister Delilah, who confirmed that their father was the architect of their house's downfall. With his doubt removed, he has committed all he has to the Grey Wardens, and may even become Warden-Commander one day. So as mentioned, Nathaniel is a companion in Awakening. He kind of is not a character I use a lot in Awakening. I haven't played through Awakening as much as I have Origins, but he kind of is just like a backdrop character. He's very defiant against you at first, and then he becomes more pliant. And eventually just becomes like, I wouldn't call him the perfect Grey Warden, but he's pretty close to it. So, yeah. I believe canonically he does become the Warden-Commander, or like in some stories he's poised to become it. Yeah, so he is going to be a duelist. There's not really a reason to drag him around with our main squad. So maybe he starts building up the next army in the town? Do I have... no, it's in here. I forgot they nerfed this. It's time. Next turn, my friends. The game begins. So we have to throw away 100 gold to shuffle our list and hope our other characters come back. I made quite a few custom heroes for us. I even made one up. I was having a lot of fun. You think befriending Gomoradam will help secure your path to victory? Actually, kind of. I do think that. Isn't it funny how both the Darkspawn characters are like, you think blah, 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 blah. So, Liliana declared war on our friend, myself. So, we have all of our vassals currently pitted against her, and they're sending waves of units after her. If I really wanted, I should probably try and line up their dispatch times. I could even send them units from the Rally of Leeches, if we really wanted to get technical with this. We have some favors. We might be able to line some of these up. Some of them are lined up pretty well. These 3 are attacking in 9 turns. These 4 are attacking in 9 turns. Do I have any spare? I believe Liliana has 1 bonus hero. It's a character I really couldn't not make. If that makes sense. She was very important in Inquisition. Astral winds finally carry away Melenis' kiss back into the cosmos, where it will surely haunt another world. Yet its presence undeniably left its stain upon your world. Troops who fought loyally for their masters were forced to join the ranks of their sworn enemies. For some Gautier, Melenis' kiss was a blessing. For others, their downfall. Now you must decide how to deal with the shadowy chaos it's left in its wake. It actually did gift us a zombie, but I didn't want it. So goodbye. Go on, follow your order. You guys can join Rend and Howe. What does your thingy look like? I'm gonna go ahead and reset this. We'll just do Chaos for him, I guess. It fits. And I do want him to be a bit of an archer, but we could just give him Ranger for now. Like, give him these, and then we'll figure out what we want to do with him. He is kind of a bow character. And, of course, I must not forget the most important Empire skill in the game. I have always said, since its introduction anyway, Advanced Logistics, there are 2 stages to an Age of Wonders 4 campaign. Before and after Advanced Logistics. Now, we get to move it. Roads cost 3 movement points instead of 5. Units gain fast embark, and while embarked, they gain very fast movement on the world map. Oh yes, it's road gore time. So, it's time to enter this one. I wouldn't call this new. It is certainly not new. It's old. And we're going to take this Breached Arcanum. With Valena, of course. Just feel like a bit of a waste to move everyone, but so be it. So be it. Ah, yes. So, Morgan has one of these. You now have one of these. We need 2 more. If I was rich, if I had the money, I'd make these a bit fancier, but unfortunately I cannot. Alistair would like me to destroy the Mistwalker camp. I could do this, but what's the point? Which is my ally is trying to expand. Meryl has crossed you. That's okay. She's crossed us all. Well, you've crossed us all. Do I have city wards in my cities? I don't think I do. Crossroads, Sirona, Vigil's Keep, Safe Ward, Karatov. Oh. I do, but not in my city. My capital. Okay. Cool. We should probably start thinking about a 4th city, honestly. We could do a little bit of science to see just how far vassal economy gets us. That's possible, I suppose. We have reached the next tier of order. We are going to have quite a lot of order. Oh, I don't particularly want that, though. Converting conquerors to vassal takes 2 less turns, does not give relation penalties. Not bad. Ooh. As the good guy, this would give us 10 Imperium right now. Do we want to go into a full-blown alliance? I have concerns. While I was setting up this realm, I didn't think about it. I just left all the victory conditions on. This would be fantastic for us, by the way. Call to arms. I lead by example just generically, but Call to Arms is uniquely powerful for the Federate Reavers. So we probably have to get this. Probably. And we probably have to go Cosmic, don't we? Cosmic Affinity? Or excuse me. Yeah, Cosmic Affinity. What's new? Must be this. Mythical alloys and purified gold. Probably don't want any of those right now. I like how once we do the spiders so bloody bad. Oh, right, the thing I was thinking about. Yoink. Huh? I left... Allied Victory turned on, which I think is a questionable idea. Do I want this Golem? Because... I'm not gonna remember who goes where. Alistair started with a whole bunch of territory, right? So he has a bit of an advantage, and the AI loves to go for allied victory anyway. So I have an idea, but I'm going to hold off on that while I read this. This arcanum has been stripped of most of its value, its knowledge stolen, its resources plundered. Several figures still stand guard over the structure, among them a Sun Guardian. Healed scars and bruises cover the bodies of the Guardians, who seem to have only just recovered from a recent defeat, perhaps at the hand of those who looted this place. Whatever their condition, they rise before you, determined to protect the arcanum. The Guardians of the Isle remain vigilant, ensuring the structure does not fall into the wrong hands. If you wish to claim it, you will have to defeat them. Can I out of this? Sure. Let's watch. Let's see how the AI does. So, the AI adores going for allied victory. I don't know why. It just does. With all of the... You really used... Okay. Good job. With his starting territory, it stands to reason that Alistair is going to be able to trigger allied victory sooner rather than later. Like, way sooner than he should feasibly be able to do so. That's so funny. I love it when they do that. He attacked his ally to heal the rest of him, even though he didn't really heal anything. Polymorph! Good Polly, good Polly, good Polly. So what I was thinking... Well, my first thought was, there's almost no way Alistair pulls that off without my support. Because we are playing on high world threat, so the partisans are going to be pretty tricky for the AI to deal with. So I had a few thoughts, and you can let me know what you think about this. My first thought was to play the role of steward, if you will, of Ferelden, and assist Alistair in winning. Technically, because allied victory is turned on, well, allied victory is turned on, but also, I'm not talking about allied, I'm talking about expansion. Is that what it's called? Unity victory. So if I wanted to act as the steward of Ferelden, quote-unquote, the defender of Ferelden, I could just say, hey, the king of Ferelden is trying to unify the realm. We're going to support him and we'll claim allied victory along the way. Huzzah! Wipe my hands of it. Done. GG. Or I could just let him throw his resources at it endlessly and not really bother with it. Or we could try something amusing. Why does the AI love that dagger so much? I don't know. And turn against Alistair when he goes for Unity victory. Because we'll have lots of penalties. Or he'll have lots of like grudges and penalties against him. And my current enemies will attempt to ally with me to stop Alistair. So if we don't formally become an alliance with the Kingdom of Ferelden, I could go against him, beat him down, and get him to surrender to me. And that could be fun. Of course, then Loghain would be right, and I was just the puppet master all along to become the true ruler of Ferelden. But, I mean, was it really wrong? I think I took you two. And then you join me. And then Morgan led this stack. Oh, Morgan's not really going to be able to move. I'm not sure what I'm going to be able to do with this guy for a while. Because I can expand. Like, I can use Morgan to build a road to walk over to this, but I'm pretty sure if I attack him, it'll only pull in people who can fly. Is that true, actually? Morgan doesn't have a lot of movement. I kind of want to kill him and be done with it. So you know what? Come back. I'll try it out for science. Part of me thinks it's not going to work, but we'll see. So we could grab Restore the Land. I will be able to get a Warlord soon, though, and that could be fun. Let's go Warlord. Vigil's Keep can annex. I was thinking about restore the land over here, maybe. But then we're getting dangerously close to, what's-his-face's domain. I'll take this just so we have a gold mine. Because we are tiering up to tier 3. Right meow! Huzzah! Then you probably have to get a bathhouse. So Mr. Howe, you can have a shade. He's a rogue, I'm pretty sure, so he can be our first rogue. His father was a rogue in other ways. And not kind ways. Mama Morrigan is ready to level up. And I think we're going to just go with do this for now. We're going to summon Greater Element and then Elemental Mastery. So she is the discipline of fire presently. So she's going to deal bonus fire damage and gain some fire protection. That's fine. El Capitan. I had a really funny idea for a series. At least a series poll. I'm not sure how much interest there'd be in it, but it'd be like a battle of the Fades. We'll go nature with Vallana, just for funsies. This will probably be changed eventually once we get more affinities, but for now, let's just go with it. We got the AoE, so I think regenerating support is better. Oh, there's more. But wait, there's Death Ward. Was that this? Did we already dismiss it? Or was it this? Nope. It was this. I do like prosperous land. I build a lot of farms, you may have noticed. Oh, Vallana, you're level renown. Good job. That's why we're bringing her around, so she'll actually, you know, these points. A defensive pact between King Alistair and Satu. Very nice. I should call her Hawke. That's how she's referred to. But... you have dragons. Oh, we're going to have dragons. Yes, we're going to get dragons. We're going to have so many dragons. Allies in 2 turns. I might be able to get this into the next rally, too. Jacques Beck is into War Party. Kill you all. Let's get our own Spirit of the Forest. Boom shakala. Oh. Fun fact, the reason I chose Haven as their capital is because that is where the Inquisition first settles down. That's also where we purged the dragon cult. Or you're a wolf. Where'd you come from? And I do mean purged. I'm pretty sure I killed everyone. I think I did. I killed them all. And even the women and children. Which I did do. I'm pretty sure that's considered the good thing, though. And, like, after you finish Haven's storyline, you can go back, and there's a graveyard that shows up with, like, all the people that died. I do think some people canonically get away. Like, the ones that aren't cultists and were just dragged into it. I believe. Huh? Okay, so I think... the hope / question is, can I drag everyone into this fight with just Morrigan? No, I cannot. I didn't think I could. Shucks. We're out of here. Nicole? What? Oh. I say, what seems to be the problem, Mr. Sobel? Besides wasting a turn sitting here. No problem. The spider has made it back. Well done. It survived. Master Yoda. It survived. I feel like waifu here would do well with the Spirit of the Forest. I don't think Vallana needs one because she is the support for this party. So we can, like, kick out a mage lock or something. This army has no front line. Oh. That could be a concern. One nymph, two nymph. Should I summon a nymph for you as well? Nathaniel Howe, would you like your own nymph? I'm sure he would. I would like to build the artifact refinery building. But I'd also like to build this. This starts paying itself off sooner. Working on the Warlord so we can produce that. We're getting a Shade. Do we want a second Blood Cultist? Kind of. I have two, don't I? Mm-hmm. Two feels good. A nice round number. Let's make it 3. The Warlord will double as one of our frontline units. For what it's worth. I'll make you a bow one day, Nathaniel Howe. One day. Hey, look at that! Congratulations, Morrigan. You have completed your glorious... Not gonna lie, I thought this counted as conduits for a minute. Uh-oh. Alistair is at war with the Architect. Rivalry between Alistair and Blintz. Okay. The Architect wanted to capture Ostagar. Wouldn't you like that? Rivalry between Leliana and Alistair. The treaty has expired. What are we doing? I like food. Free City can be integrated. Okay. I can make a new bounty. Okay. I am pleased that you have seen the true colors of my arrival blend. And then there was an insult, but it doesn't say anything. Okay. No, yeah, sure. Oh, it was you. Oh. And the main reason I did that was a lot of favors. But pushing Sirona into vassalage was great. Because next turn, ladies and gentlemen, dragons! You know, for a game called Dragon Age, there were surprisingly few dragons. I'm trying to remember. There is a reason why it's called the Dragon Age, isn't there? Like, there are several ages, which is like a various period of time. It's kind of like how in Japan, there's different eras. When, like, Ren? Is that what the current era is called? It came in a couple years ago. Anyway, it's just a period of time. Like, the one before the Dragon Age was the Divine Age. And that was the age in which the last Exalted March was called against the Qunari. But I think in Origins, there's only one true dragon, right? It's Andraste? The dragon cult thing that they call Andraste. Not actually the bride of the maker, Andraste. Oh yeah, I was going to change one of these. It pains me to do this. But I am trying to use less guns. I am sincere in my attempt to be more lore-friendly. Release the bear! The bear is sacred in some societies. We shan't harm it in this one. I captured the bird. How did I capture the bird? Captured the bird. The nymph! Good job, Spirit of the Forest. I don't want it, though. Thank you, good job. I don't want it. Tier 2, let's go. Tier 2 into Tavern. Amaranthine. I think we start pumping those research rates. We got some rookie numbers here. Should we go Sniper? I'm trying to remember. I think Sniper is most lore accurate. I like Snapshot on like skirmisher units, but I have a plan for a skirmisher, so we're gonna go sniper on Nathaniel. I don't use that very often, do I? I don't think I do. We're still in initiates. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. Fine. You know, we could play into Zeal a little bit. We'll just grab Initiative Nature, it's fine. We have Sunder the Earth. This is our mastery. Deals damage to enemy units in a 1 hex radius and inflicts 2 center defense. Targets are knocked out of defense mode and lose all retaliation. Magnifique. Also ignore Sage resistance and Sage vulnerability, and we get more magic damage. Nice. We could start getting some of these, I guess. If I wanted to. +1 damage for each unit in combat with burning, electrified, frozen, stunned, or slowed. You know, I've never actually gotten that, have I? Let's grab it. Because Morgan sets people on fire. Would you like a nymph, Nathaniel Howe? Of course you would. That was a facetious question. Let it be known that Balin has crossed you. Honestly, I believe that. War between Alistair and Liliana. Interesting. Estone has returned because Penway has become supreme. Writing me Imperium. How'd you do that? How did you do that? I don't know. But I'm not going to turn it down. Thanks. I appreciate it. Sorry about your Pirate Cove problem, but we all have issues, don't we? Kind of want some food. Food for everyone. Here you go. How is our Liliana cooperation going? So you're in 5 turns. You're in 5 turns. You are next turn. Okay. Okay. You're in 5 turns. You're in 5 turns. You're in 5 turns. Okay. Excellent. So we're kind of lined up on 5 turns here. Let's focus. Oh my. On what we need. Do we think we can get one of these righteous judges? You're a dragon. Not really what I expected. A Death Stalker. Now that's hilarious. You know what's missing here? Actual dragons. Well, I'll take another Aspirant Knight. No, I like that. We could get an Iron Golem. They have no synergy with constructs, but they're kind of just durable, dumb bricks. Did I not get a city of... These are all just YOLO's characters, aren't they? A Warbreed of the Grey Wardens. How did this happen? Oh, Karatov. Yeah, Karatov is my culture. That's hilarious. Our very own abomination. How can I say no? I'm not particularly happy about the Imperium upkeep it's going to provide or cost, but I'm down. I have been pondering the many allies and enemies I have in this realm. I'm glad that you seem to be one of the former, really. Your actions speak for your wisdom, Fabe. I'm glad to see our fates intertwining. Now, I am more than happy to go into a full-blown alliance with Hawke. I'll do that right now. Tell me I won't. Do I care about any of these? Probably not. That's fun. You know what, Hawke? Just for you. I was hoping I could find... Oh, is this him? Nice! So this is... I referred to him last episode, Hawke's Husbando. The only thing that Fenris the Protector hates more than mages are slavers, and he has been the victim of both. Fenris was subjected to an experiment where lyrium was infused into his flesh, which has given him the innate ability to interfere with magic, and entrenched his hatred against all who wield magic. He arrived at Kirkwall to chase down the magister that was his former master. There, he joined forces with just another mage, Hawke, and her company. He fell in love with her hard-working nature and limitless determination, even siding with the mages he loathed just to be by her side. When she accepted the position of Grand Enchanter in Ferelden, he joined her to act as her bodyguard in place of the Templars they had just separated from. So, whenever I play female Hawke, I always romance Fenris. Fenris is my favorite character from Dragon Age 2. He's incredibly unique. He has some of the funniest dialogue possibly ever written. The brooding champion. And he's just such a great character. So, he was my primary romance target. Whenever I play male Hawke, I romance Meryl. Who are the other ones? There's Isabella. She's very tempting, being the pirate lady and all. I can't even name the other one. There's one more. I don't even know who it is. But, Defenders is great. It was very difficult to create. So this was the best I could do. It was hard to do him justice, but he had to be there for my girl. He had to be there for Hawke. And I'm glad that he showed up. I feel like I was talking about something and it's completely gone. Because someone brought up a great point. One of the greatest tragedies of Dragon Age 2 was that BioWare didn't keep or somehow improve upon their rivalry system. In Dragon Age 2, all of the characters had a friendship and rivalry mechanic, which was separate from romance. Because typically in video games, it's, hey, this person likes you a lot, and if they're a romanceable character, you'll get a trigger after X amount of liking that you can then romance them. Dragon Age 2 kind of split it up a little bit, where you could be someone's friend, which is not always the right thing to do, by the way. Being their friend just meant that you sided with them in all of their personal beliefs. And for Fenris, that was going against mages, going against magic in general, and definitely going against slavers. But being their rival meant that you kind of pushed back against their personal ideals, but sometimes you were doing that for a better reason. For example, Fenris's hatred of mages was just a blanket, zero questions asked hatred. That's not really a good thing to have. Especially against an innocent person. Like, mages can be completely innocent. Was I completely innocent? No! But could they be? Sure! Vallana approaches you with a solemn determination. These are the fragments of the bloody edge. Really? I have a character that could use this. She says, showing you a bundle of carefully wrapped weapon shards. Long ago, it inspired a fear in the enemies of the Grey Wardens. Its keepers have long searched for a way to imbue it with new life, but never have we found the mythical arcanium ore it was made of. That's great, I just got one. Will you help, my Warden-Commander, in seeking the arcanium ore needed to reforge the weapon of my forefather? Sure. Okay. How very convenient. Here's Johnny. With the arcanium ore, Vallana retreats to her forge. At nightfall, she returns to you, bloody edge in her hands. At last, our fabled weapon will return to battle, and we Grey Wardens will stand and triumph. Vallana shouts out in triumph, lifting bloody edge towards the sky. Then, after a while, she relaxes her posture and turns to you. I am in your debt, my Warden-Commander, she says. Any path you set out for me, I shall follow. Okay, we can get some stability, we can get a bunch of draft in the crossroads, we can get a free level, or we can get a literal speck of knowledge. Okay, we'll take this ability. So anyway, my point with the rivalry system was that it was just a great expansion of what it meant to be like a partner with somebody. It's like Rivalry Fenris was so much fun. Because it was like a literal growth of Fenris's character. And not just sucking up to him. Which you could have done. Alright, let's go. You find the entrance to a mausoleum of mages. Its doors are sealed. No one has been here for centuries. Yet inside, lit torches lead the way past cobwebbed frescoes and moss-covered statues to an inner sanctum, where several battle mages sit around a round table amid stacks of tomes. The battle mages turn to Fabe in unison. Are you the one who shall relieve us? They utter before rising, lightning arcs between them. The one worthy of our secrets. The entombed battle mages weaving a maelstrom of magic shriek. Prove your mettle to the cabal of casting. How will you react? Melee mage defenders. All defending units have melee mages until the end of battle. Ward your warriors. That is a... I do something really cheeky. I don't think it'll work, but I could try. Alright, let's be cheeky. I'm the Grey Warden, after all. The Warden-Commander. The savior of Ferelden. Let's cheek it up. So, this is an old trick. Am I even gonna, like, save scum this? This is an old trick. It's a trick that really can't be patched out either. This is the Seer Ogre. I have never seen this dude in action. And it's very clearly a dude now that I can see him. Reveal weakness. The target enemy unit gains max stacks of center defense, center resistance, and status vulnerability. Wow. Reveal fears. Enemy units in 1x radius have base damage chance of losing 40 morale. Phase. Very interesting. So with our current combination of shenanigans, I'm worried about running it down. You're on a... Are you on a timer? I don't think you are. We could, very conceivably, polymorph one of these units and then seduce it. And if you seduce a polymorph unit or dominate it in any way, then... Oh. He rolled the best one. It'll transform back into its original form at their combat. And you can then somehow capture these otherwise uncapturable units. I kind of want to take the Ogre because I've never had one before, but I definitely want to take the Lost Wizard because that's funny. I can just literally delete these units. I mean, he attacked, so technically he's not in defense or anything. Does this apply a status vulnerability? I should probably refresh my action first. Should I, though? We can save it. Is this just under defense? It is, okay. So if I want to take this Seer Ogre, which I kind of want to greed for more. Greed is good. I could have really fucked him up. Oh, I didn't bring the spear with me, did I? I mean, the Seer Ogre is better than nothing. As a matter of hilarity. Wow, even with all that status resistance, it's just 48%. Stall's freaking 7. Well, it's definitely not happening to you. Alright, YOLO. Option 1. Wait. Option 2. Don't wait. We're gonna shield this guy. I could try again. It's a 3-turn cooldown. I guess we could try it on the wizard. The wizard can't retreat. So rude. Does our 2 hex thingy cleanse a little bit? I don't remember. No. But I'm pretty sure regeneration cancels it anyway. Oh, this cleanses. So you can move... Well... Sorry, Morgan. Okay. I'm gonna swing onto this guy and try and condemn him. Am I really gonna wait? Give me 2 more turns? Where are you? 3 turns. I don't know. I think we just take our loss and go with it. I tried something funny. We failed. Boo-hoo. So sad. We tried. I'm pretty sure this guy has control loss immunity. Oh, we're all wrong sometimes. I think I have to heal him though, don't I? Oh, I already used your heal. The matter has changed. Situation has changed dramatically. Can I hit him again? No. Well. It is what it is. If he lives, he lives. If he dies, he dies. We tried our best. I'm shocked. Wow, you went for the Force Spirit. I mean, honestly, respect. But I'm gonna beat the crap out of you. Okay. How does the Seer Ogre not have control loss immunity? Okay, I'll take it. I'll take it. It's not a... Oh my... Okay. What a wild unit. I'm down. You have been conscripted. Do not resist. And I definitely have the mana to keep him. Good. Anakin, good. Hey, good job, doggo. Welcome to the Grey Wardens. When the last of the battle mages falls to your army, they all rise again, but do not attack. Wardens are we. How convenient. The souls of the Cabal of Casting declare, waiting to confer our secret knowledge on the one foretold to be deserving. You. At that moment, copious insights and lore wash over you. The Cabal of Casting, its prophecy finally fulfilled, fades out of existence. The Mausoleum of Mages begins to rumble as its ceilings threaten to come down. The Mausoleum of Mages will shortly collapse, permitting you only moments to extract one final secret of the Cabal of Casting. So we can take a little bit of binding materials. We could learn the forbidden secrets of the Cabal. Now, if we were still mid-campaign, I would 100% do this. But this is going to screw up my plan. Does it, though? Kind of, yeah. This is a good tome, though. Hold on. Let me look at the math. The math! So that would bring us to 4 astral. Wait a minute. Wait. This technically could work. I know it's an evil action and we're good guys. But we're not being evil against anyone else. This actually could work. And it's not really inaccurate to what we're trying to do. It does change my plans a bit. Was that really a bad thing? Or we can drain the magical energies and get a bit of mana. I mean, I was literally all about forbidden mage secrets in my campaign. It's very lore accurate. Is this going to screw up my thing? It screws up one part of my thing, but it does kind of alter the math. I like that I can just zoom on all these menus. Alright, change of plans. Morgan, you'll be proud. How do I... Which unlocks to restore action when turns ancient one into a secret temple. Yeah, how do I restore it? Welcome to the team, Seer Ogre. I'm sure you weren't expecting this, but you've been conscripted. Huh? This was Morgan's army. This was Villana's army. This was my army. Oh, wait, no. The nymph was in... The nymph is in your stack. You are here. And now this mercenary is out of a job. Cool. Welcome to the team, Seer Ogre. We're going to have to make an example out of Jacques Vec. It is evil to raise units, but they're... Oh, I have to absorb... Of course, I have to absorb this first. Welcome to the team. Welcome to the Secret Temple. Ja-ja! 2 knowledge per research post. Ooh. Maybe you should be the Scholars Guild. The Warlord is in, and it is time for our... I cheated. I cheated so hard. I mean, this is all according to plan, isn't it? That's... So what just happened? What? Okay, so what just happened was we got the Tome of the Warlord. That was our first tier 3 tome. Then, this turn, we finished our research and we unlocked our next tome, which would be our second tier 3 tome, which was going to be Tome of the Cycles. However, because I picked up Tome of Amplification from there, we skipped tier 3 the second tier 3 tome entirely, and now we're at tier 4. There is a special phrase, a wording there, when you pick that option that says prevents on tome unlock for 2 research cycles. But because we had completed it before I pressed that button, we just jumped ahead. Like we completely cheated that tier. So I guess we'll get it when we get to it. But now it's time to make people mad. Because there's been some, not really discussion or anything, but there was one comment about transformations and how a playstyle like using the Federate Reaver's mechanics kind of require you to not really lean into the major like transformation synergies, because of course half of our units are roundabout. Not this stack, but our units are intermingled with units that have no transformation synergies from the Rally of Lieges, and then of course our cultural units. And a lot of the build paths are kind of built on top of each other for all the transformations to synergize and the enchantments to synergize and whatever. Well, the enchantments will carry over these guys, but for the transformations to stack on, each other. So it doesn't really matter what our major transformation is. And I had a few ideas of what we should do, but I made up my mind. And we're going to go with the Tome of the Crimson Rain, because the power of the Grey Wardens comes from the taint of the Darkspawn, and there's a lot of lore around the blood. So, our transformation is going to be the gift of the old blood. Of course, I'm going to hide what it looks like, but welcome, my friends. The joining is here.
Blood carries greater power than mortals may think. Does the blood of the Archons not carry their essence? Do we not use blood as payment for our magic? Blood is where the soul resides. And so we drink to fill the void within. For the gift of the old blood demands souls to sacrifice. And we have long spent our own.
So I don't want to do a lot in the Tome of Crimson Rain. I kind of just want the gift of the old blood. Why'd you stop? For the sake of, the transformation. The joining. I may get one. You have a few custom heroes, don't you? Yeah, you have 2. One of them's actually kind of important. Don't know where they are, though. I may get one. Oh, he looks old as gonna fall. The big demon things. But I really don't want to. I'm probably not going to. We have to go help our vassal. Pretty difficult to get over here. It'd be better if you built a teleporter, but I don't think she did. Ooh. Oh, these. This is the Lady of the Forest. She has 1 custom hero. Are you clashing, Hawke? No. Not yet, anyway. It looks like Alistair wouldn't be opposed to a full-blown alliance. I might take it. Your magical origin units gain +2 experience for each non-magical origin in the army. This actually might not be bad. We have... Is it just the nymph? You're not magical origin. If I get that giant blood demon thing, that would count. Again, I could get one maybe just for Fabe. Or maybe just for our... Ooh, that might be a good idea. If our friend isn't lost to the void. I like that idea. I've just talked myself into something amusing. But yeah, I didn't know if that'd be controversial or not. I think it's a great idea. Well, we're kind of done in our own territory. So I think it's time to either pick a fight and expand. Really? Okay, we have rivalries with Blint. We have a decent moderation, justification even, with Blinty boy. But we kind of need to keep healing. Just keep healing. Just keep healing. Howe's probably going to be on defense for a hot minute. I might be able to go into here and rebuild this, and just use this to open up the sealed rift, because I think that's kind of like the next stage of where we're at. Hey, look at that, Valana. You've done well. You can have this. Good job. We have a lot of remains, don't we? Province is not being pillaged. Helix Hold is besieged. I don't know if I can help them. That's all I've got. Good luck. I'm gonna need a lot of mana for what I want to do. We don't have quite a lot. Honestly, I don't have a lot of resources, but as we continue building an order, we will. No, my scouts! How could you? The Order of Knightly Oaths is still very strong. Absolute Loyalty is going to be absolutely insane for us. So I do think... I don't think my tome path is deviated. I think the math still maths, which is impressive. Should I be patting myself on the back, or should I be satisfied with my schemes? I'm not sure. Oh, hey, here's the Warbraid. So again, this is like an abomination of sorts, but the fact that it's from my own culture, I thought it was amusing to grab. And of course, we need the Aspirant Knight. I believe we should benefit from this, shouldn't we? I think we will. It's actually very interesting. So another idea I had. Even though this Warbreed is of my culture, it's a thingy-majiggy. Thingy-majiggy. Another idea I had was it wouldn't be a bad idea to go like fighting somebody and then just taking over their cities to add to my rally. You know? Also, the Ironclad would make a pretty sick, fun unit, but I can't really justify it if I'm being honest. I mean, I could probably come up with some bullshit if you really want me to. I could be creative. Oh. I think I kind of want to fight Blint. He's right over here. Like, this is the Undershrine. Have I done the thing? Wow, you haven't even met everyone? Thanks, bud. I'm pretty sure I have done the thing. Moderate is still bonus Imperium. could go fight him. Is there a stone nearby that I can touch? Ooh, Ostagar's on fire. I think it's just the ritual circle, though. I don't like the architect shenanigans. I guess we're going to go raise Jacques, weren't we? Oh, there's a thing I could touch. Okay. We have the plan. The plan, yes, the plan. Yes, the plan. Roadgore. Sorry, I tried. I didn't try that hard, but I tried a little bit. The plan. Yes, the plan. I think it's evil to raise, isn't it? Yeah. Wow, there are two in here. What if I just make this a city? That seems like a terrible idea. Could, though. If I become someone's racekeeper, I could have made it. Like, if I could become the racekeeper of some underground culture, I could make it there, but... It's a pain in the butt to do that. A royal pain in the butt. We also want this everywhere. This will eventually get cheap enough that I can just spam it out everywhere, but that is not yet. The day has not come. We're gonna need some, like, production in this silly city. One of these days. New Primal skills available. I believe we got it, or talked about it, or looked at it, or thought about it, or something. Uh-oh. Join us in our war, Fabe. Together, we shall crush the pathetic disciples. Unless there's going into war against the architect, do something and gives them. Interesting. So this is not a defensive war. Alistair is declaring on the architects. Nah, I can't be bothered. I'm busy. If we were in a full-blown alliance, I would have had to take that, but I don't, as we're not. Good, a diplomatic approach will assure victory. You're angering me, Fabe. Really? Diplomatic approach will assure victory. Come now. Lady of the Forest, I sided with you against Zathrian. I coaxed you into slaughtering all of the Dalish elves. Surely you wouldn't turn on me now. Who's attacking this? Well, I'm glad you have lots of territory, Hawke. That's good, I guess. Did you build your city? Huh. This infestation has gone completely out of control. Not my problem. It's actually really funny to see a city called Berkshire when the doggo's canonical name is Barkspawn. That was such a clever name. They did a great job with that. The only reason you even learn that, by the way, is if you have the DLC. The, I can't remember what it's called. There's like a special mini campaign where you play as the Darkspawn and you do the final fight as the bad guys. It's actually really fun. No matter how I think about this team, we have to do something evil here. No matter which way you slice this cake. Cakey? I feel like I have to do something evil. I know I just took the Cabal's secrets, but they were asking me to take it. think if they attacked me here... Yeah, I'd drag them in. Back up. We must stay together in a tight square. Triangle. V. Whatever it is. You want to make this a research guild. I want to do it. It's beautiful. Can't say no. Must be done. I'm assuming I already built that here. You go channeling. I'm building the Scholars Guild. Can't stop, won't stop. I just love knowledge. Knowledge loves me. So beautiful. Screw the Forester. Screw the Forester. Morrigan has learned the Wild Fire. This is the apex of fire magic. Deals damage to target enemy unit. Inflicts burning for turns. And this effect cascades to every enemy unit and repeats. Every adjacent enemy unit. So if they're all standing in a line, if we can line something up, we can make some magic happen. Teleporter! Also, structure costs less stuff. Enemy army spells costs... less world map? Oh, like the world map. Okay. And debuffs cost less combat casting points. We're not going to have a lot of those, honestly. I am building 2 Scholars Guild. This might not be an awful idea. I wouldn't call it a great idea, but it's not an awful idea. Does this work retroactively? I actually don't think I've ever taken one of these. Let's see. So this is at 4 turns. 525, 196. I'm going to press this button. 3 turns. 393, 147. Nice. Thank you. Appreciate that. And we're pretty close to this, which I think we will want... Nope. That one. This will give us 20 Imperium right now. Unfortunately, there's like no one else we can turn into an alliance with. Unless we subdue them. Which was kind of... I'm not going to lie, that was kind of my whole game plan. I was thinking about this before recording today. But the Fang has crossed me. Alistair has crossed you. Don't care, Blint. And I mentioned it last time. But I very carefully chose the personality of our opponents so that the ones that I felt would be lore accurate to take over are characters that will surrender. Like Balin will never surrender. Balin, while it would be cool / lore accurate for the Grey Wardens to take over Orzammar, I don't know how lore accurate, but it'd be cool. Balin will literally never surrender. Even if you crown Harrowmont, which I did in my stream playthrough. I actually completely forgot about that. I thought I crowned Balin, but I crowned Harrowmont because Balin's such a dick. He will actually fight you on the floor of the assembly. Oh, his capital's right here. Thanks for sharing. Like, he and his supporters would literally pull out arms on, like, what is equivalent to the Senate floor and just duke it out. Which, fun fact, the U.S. used to have lots of fights on the Senate floor. Or I guess the House floor, whichever floor they were feeling like it at the time. They don't do a lot of that anymore because all the fun's been made illegal. Alright, mama. The 3rd Ancient Obelisk is activated at your behest. Its humming vibrations unlock a vision in your mind. You see the circular shapes of Eldritch doorways that can barely contain the powerful magic they conceal. You also sense a potent danger, both beyond and on the threshold of every shrouded gate. only the bravest and the most powerful should endeavor to venture into the sepulchred domains of the Shrouded Isles. The location of all Shrouded Gates are revealed to you. Will your courage allow you to pursue whatever secrets lie within? We completed the Gift of the Old Blood. May the shrouds that cover the Shrouded Gates be lifted. So we have opened the gates to the super secret islands. Conqueror's edicts. Man, could you imagine if this was still bugged? That'd be so much fun. Random actions are set on fire. During battle, all friendly units gain 15% critical hit chance. And we are going to Onager. Alas. The good times were temporary. I did see an evolution as well. We have the Vampire Spider Matriarch. Well done. Welcome. Welcome. Gift of the Old Blood is in. I am gonna get the Crimson Court. Yes. Liliana has captured this, her doggo. Where is your right hand? I don't know. That was the hint for who it is. Monstigar's about to fall. Again. Nathaniel Howe has leveled up. Once more. Onto the fray. So we'll just do some piercing with sniper shot. Meryl has crossed you. Meryl has crossed you. Witherfang has crossed you. Uh-oh. Is that not one of the transformations I've hidden? I guess not. You look ridiculous. I do have a mod for this, but I guess I didn't turn it on. Oh well. There are a couple of minor transformations that I hate how they look. Like, of course, you can always hide your own appearance. But this would hide it for the AI as well. We're going to get Cosmic Affinity. Cosmic Affinity is going to really help us out. Every branch in which you have at least 3. Okay. So once we get our next home, every single branch will be expanding by 5 every turn. Plus every turn. That's going to help us get through this tree. I would like... What are we going to do with this? There are 2 options. They're all kind of annoying, I'm not going to lie. This could be fun. Might makes right. Let's increase our city cap and think. I want this as well. I build so many bloody farms. I think I'm taking this. So... Option 1. Raise it. That's an evil act, but raising a Darkspawn settlement is literally just what the Grey Wardens do. That's... Not that the Darkspawn makes settlements to begin with. It'd be like a Darkspawn encampment or something. Grey Wardens, they would look at that, frown, and then raise it to the ground. No questions asked. That's option 1. Option 2 is to, quote-unquote, reclaim it by migrating, which is also evil. And then maybe we could release it as a vassal or something. Like maybe we go take Ember Keep, and then we can release it as a vassal, and it can give us some Imperium or whatever. Because this is not a great city for us. Ooh, was that it? Ah, I can't see. I thought I saw Demon Wings, which would be not it. Oh, I need to cast that spell. I unlocked my transformation just to not cast it. Option 3 would just be make this a city. Which is like, not the worst thing. It's not awful. It's just not good. Because I can't settle into this lava. Which is some fat resource stacks we're missing. Our Scholar Guild's about to be done, so... Alright, Mr. Howe. I think it's time we unite all of this crap and get ready to wage war. I kind of want to put the Warlord in the army, but I kind of want him to lead an army too. You know what I'm saying? Okay, I'm going to put him down. I think this counts as a lava terrain. We don't really want to incur the penalties if we don't have to. I make this a fishing guild. This is Vigil's Keep. Vigil's Keep is nowhere near the water. In lore. But the fishing guild is very strong. Need a third forester for this? Okay, sure. Come here, you. I need a quarry. Like, really bad. Oh, hey. There's a golden wonder here. Oh, yeah. I forgot about that. Probably should clear that. Rituals of Strength. Support skills grant strengthen and debuffs inflict weakened. It also makes sense for Valana to go down this line because she's a keeper. And that's like half of what they do. I want Bonds of Brotherhood. We're probably going to grab that as our next skill. Uh-oh. Join us in our war, Fabe. Together we shall crush the pathetic disciples. Declining will break your alliance. Oh. We already have a minor war declared, right? So we're not gaining any Imperium. Alright. Let's go. And like this guy's a strategist warlord, so he will never surrender, so we can never like vassalize him or anything. War between Hawke and the Architect. And Balin is mad about my alliance with Berkshire. Well, this gives us an opportunity of sorts. Did Alistair take this? Is Alistair not friends with Hawke? Defensive pact. Oh, also I should look on the map for these things. Oh, it's so like, I'm sorry. I realize how disgusting it looks when I'm moving around like this, but literally the ending of the turn is like the best time to look around the map. I didn't see where these portals were. I guess I can take a look for them. Lady of the Forest is mad at me. I really don't want to declare rivalry. So most of her upsetness is due to grudges, actually. Do you want to use our unique mechanic? I could try it. Wait, why are you mad about the minor justification? I thought minor justification was still justification. Whatever. I might try this. I've never actually used this. You have treated your citizens in Vigil's Keep well, and a parade was organized to celebrate you as their Warden-Commander. During parade preparations, the city's Grey Warden seeks your counsel. The guild masters cannot decide on the theme of the parade, Grey Warden Valana says. They all wanted to show off their various skills. I tried reasoning with them, even threatened corporal punishment, but they simply will not agree. Of course, they will obey you, my Warden-Commander. The major guilds of Vigil's Keep plan to hold a parade in your honor, but they cannot decide on the theme. Thanks for the free money. I think we will honor the most virtuous citizens of Vigil's Keep. Let's try it. So this is the Declaration of Debt, the unique declaration that the Federate Reavers can declare. For using 20 favors, we will slowly improve relations by 300, or up to 300, I suppose. While the declaration lasts, the affected player will not have any grudge affecting the relation of their grievances. And maintaining the declaration costs 5 upkeep, or favor upkeep per turn, which increase by 5 for each additional declaration. Boom. Look at that. Wow. Okay. So we're going to try and keep her on our good side for what it's worth. I think this army also needs a nymph, but I can't make one right now. So we should probably just get a sapper. No one's in our prison. That's probably going to change soon. I'm just going to build all the artifact refineries. I really enjoy that mod. Kind of like it if it was a real thing. But mods will do. For now. I haven't decided what I'm doing here. I think absorbing it is out of the question. I think absorbing it and vassalizing it is out of the question. I do think raising it to the ground is the play. It's a very Warden thing to do. But I could also seize it, which is less evil. Less evil. But still evil. You know what? We're going to seize it. I didn't have a name for this one. And we'll build walls first. Nathaniel is an agricultural governor. Of course, he is... Really? There's a bone dragon here? He is a duelist. So he's going to want to kill other faction lords. Well, technically any hero. A bone dragon and other undead stare at your troops with fear and hunger in equal measure. Fear, however, soon seems to prevail, rendering the group unwilling to attack. The lifeless beings shuffle around, trying to keep their distance from your army. Will you avoid them and allow them to escape, or will you strike first? We shall use our magic to release their spirits and let the dead rest. See? Good guy. Also, I would not consider raising any other faction settlement except for the Darkspawn. Like, the Grey Wardens exist to fight the Darkspawn. It's like the only logical option for them. Also, we've done the Rings of Binding. So now our heroes will gain +1 defense, +1 resistance, and +10% bonus damage. New Empire skill is available. Buff and healing spells now apply bullshit resistance. Damage and debuff spells now apply sundered resistance. This is actually be a very helpful spell in a little bit. Because, well, we're going to use a strategy of all time. Our vassal has pillaged some of the settlements belonging to Liliana. The declaration of rivalry has ended. Is that because I declared debt? I did. Okay. Cool. Nice. Very nice. So I can cooperate with these? No, I cannot. It looks like a few attacks went out against Liliana, although we're going to lose Helix Hold. Very unfortunate. It was a Supreme Vassal, but was pretty good. But, so be it. Can't afford anything. Why am I even looking at this? Of course, when you're low on cash, there's one. The last thing you should do is queue stuff up. We get an Amaranthine, but Do I dare send Howe to go get the secret portals? That seems like a terrible idea. If we're trying to be 100% lore accurate, I should send Morrigan. She would be very interested in these. I believe Villana has already completed her renown. Yeah, so she doesn't actually have to go get this. I would like to... Am I about to split up the party? I think I'm about to split up the party. Your hero, Nathaniel Howe, asks for your audience. Gazing to the floor, he pronounces, I see how others achieve their ambitions while I lay waiting for my chance to prove myself as a duelist. I seek renown like any other. Do I not deserve it? My Warden-Commander, am I unworthy? I plead for your guidance once again. Well... No. Be proud of who you are, bud. I mean, the only reason to keep the party together would be to bonk this Astral Rift. But that's Blint's problem. It can stay his problem for a wee momento. I think I'm about to split the party. I think we're about to split the party. I see no other course of action. That's probably where the Architect's capital is. El Capital. There won't be many portals underground. There could be some. Shall we go look for them together? Should we take a moment? Just an intermission here. Unfortunately, we're on Pangea, which I feel like is like way smaller than... every other map. Hello? Maybe not every other, but okay, there's one way up here. In the Loth campaign, I missed a lot of these. Like, I didn't spot them until I looked at them again and again and again and again. Why have I only seen 2? 3? Actually, Liliana's dog. Is no one else concerned? Ooh. The Rainbow Rapids. Voicer grants +10 food. This is... I want that. No, this isn't the one near Liliana's dog. Are there really only 3 sealed portals on the surface? What? There were like 6 in the Loth campaign. She was on continents, I think. Huh. I feel a little robbed, if I'm being honest, team. Why is there Sunless here? Oh, I don't think I finished my thought about Sunless. Restore the land might be able to remove Sunless, but it'll just be re-Sunless again if it's near a vampire, another vampire settlement. There's really... Oh, okay. Well, that's not encouraging. There were very few underground as well. I should be able to see these in the Fog of War, I think. There's one. Near my vassal. Just pretty far away from me. There's 2. Near my other vassal is pretty far away from me. I'm sensing a trend here. No Archon Blood. Huh. Well, we got about half the amount of secret portals. Which is... not a lot. But that's okay. This is a very large map, right? I think it is. Huh. Alright. I can check that in the realm overview, right? It is a very large map. Wow. Okay, well, let's split the party. First things first, we're going to seize control. There's not much I can do about this, I don't think. We're going to take control of Ember Keep. And then just let Morgan go off on her own issues. There's not a lot in her stack that I think would be helpful. Alright. So Morgan and Howe will go have fun. Taking out this. I guess we're kind of keeping the parties together. A little bit. These are going to go tackle Ember Keep and the bigger thing. This should be fine. This should be good. As you approach the smoking ruins of a once proud castle, you notice a faded sigil above the charred gate. Through the ages, this keep has been home to many beasts and vagabonds, leaving it in ruins. You smell smoke as you enter the gate. A red glow illuminates the corridors close to the courtyard where cackling laughter and fearful screaming can be heard. There you see the dancing shadows of a pyromancer and her followers. They are setting several pyres ablaze, to which frightened animals are tied. It seems as though a band of pyromaniacs has claimed this heap of stone, and are now spending their time setting captured wildlife ablaze. Kill them! Do it! With the pyromaniacs gone, you and your companions are free to search the rest of the ruins. Your soldiers notice the tormented animals who quickly flee the keep. Upon further inspection, you notice that the pyromancers left behind stashes of scorched loot throughout the building. Among it, you discover a great axe of the whirlwind, engraved with the same sigil as you saw above the castle gate. It looks very valuable once you wipe away the soot. The great axe of the whirlwind you discovered seems to belong to Karatov. They're my culture. Why would I care? Finders keepers. Losers weepers. Alright, so we're going to head over here and we're going to take out the Aureate Sanctum. We'll bunk this too. We're going to try and take out the Aureate Sanctum. Fabe has leveled up. I mean, we could go for inexorable cast. More buttons to press. Maybe take Elemental Gateway. Get out of jail free card. War between Balin and Merrill. Rivalry between Balin and Alistair. Merrill has declared rivalry against me. Hawke has crossed Blint, which is fine. I mean, if you want to be my rival, that's fine. Fabricating is inexpensive. Alright. If we can get a... I should be able to make this. We can get some accuracy hat note. Some accuracy hats. Some health? Am I really that broke? Get that one. Boop, 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 boop. Keep the bird, just in case. Nice. Mask of Accuracy. All of our characters can use that. I actually keep all the tier 5 weapon now, can't I? Okay, can. I think the person who deserves it the most is Waifu. I mean, I'm still using a tier... Well, I'm using this, yeah. But we should probably get Waifu something. Morrigan... She has a... Stuff. Yeah? She can't use her dragon, but the dragon was a temporary measure. I told you to take the wizards. off. You can't keep going. Wait a minute. Isn't this the dragon guy? Also, my vassal army didn't really seem to make a dent in Liliana's forces, if I'm being honest. Can I afford distractions? The Crimson Court is in! I want one of these, but we'll get it later. And I do quite literally mean one. Astral Blood could be fun. There is another speech I had regarding the blood. Of course, there's the joining, which is a secret warden ritual. I probably put something up if Future Fate was feeling spicy. Where you literally ingest darkspawn blood in a chalice. I think it's just a ritual chalice. I don't think it's a super special chalice. And like that's literally the first thing you do upon becoming a Grey Warden. And it's a big secret. Duncan literally kills people who run away. Kind of want Morgan to do it just for the sake of Morgan doing it. It's a big deal. Good job. Kind of want another warlord, but I also kind of don't. Whatever, we'll build one. So there's that aspect. But then there's also, oh, I forgot his name. Anduriv? Anduris? There is a guy, a Grey Warden in Soldier's Peak, who, oh, I was going to name something that, wasn't I? Which is the DLC. And I'm like fairly certain he's bound to Soldier's Peak. Like he has lived far beyond his natural lifespan. And he is researching into ways to further manipulate the Warden's tainted blood. Whether that's expanding their lifespan or, you know, extending the calling, what the Warden's researching in Inquisition. We talked about it a little bit last time. This might actually be the playthrough for symbiotic armies. Your non-racial units gain hit points and experience per turn. I just love foraging so much, but this might be the symbiotic armies moment. But first things first. It's time to grab Cosmic Affinity. Now this is the newest addition to the bottom of the general tree, with the secrets of the Archmages. Well, this is the patch with it. What was that called? I don't remember. Wisp? Was it the Wisp patch? Anyway. We get to choose between Focused Affinity to gain plus 50 affinity points per turn on the branch of your highest affinity, which right now, I'm not sure how I would choose between Chaos and Astral. I think it would go... I was going to say Chaos, but it might be Astral because it's an A. I'm not sure. But we're going to be taking the Cosmic Affinity to gain plus 5 affinity per turn in every branch in which you have at least 3 affinity. Right now, that's everything but Nature and Materium. But very soon, well, in a little bit, it will be every single branch. So we're going to start zooming through the tree. Life is going to be good. It's going to be great. Like I said, I think all of our characters can actually use this mask. And I think I'm just going to make it for everyone because I'm boring. And I don't want to think. Yeah, this is... Oh, it's already been solved. Good job. I have no idea who dared to do that to you, but... I might integrate this. I mean, they're evil, which is not ideal. But... if I integrate them, I can put a teleporter here. We can get that oh. Oh, the schemes. I'm pleased to see the true colors of my rival Meryl. Me too. Alright, we're going to shuffle this because I have the money to spare right now. Please show me my units. What just happened? Yes. Okay, great. Remember when I said that I have a unit, a character that I want the demon for? It's this guy. He's an elitist. That's right. I forgot. We'll talk about him when when we recruit him, which is going to be in a bit. I'm not sure if I'm going to recruit him next, because we currently have all like ranged heroes. It might be time to grab one of the melee characters. Is it a coincidence that both of our melee characters are dwarves? Actually, yes, it is a coincidence, but I didn't notice it until just now. Your quote-unquote frontline units in Awakening are Ogren, who's one of our choices, and Justice, who is canonically dead. Because technically Justice isn't dead. Justice is a benevolent spirit of the Fade, which I guess is canonically no longer a thing, which is dumb. That was such a cool idea. I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed. Benevolent Spirit of the Fade of Justice that took over the body of the Grey Warden Blackwall. The corpse, I should say, of the Grey Warden Blackwall. And I don't want to do this. I was kind of hoping you would have evolved by it. Can I not get knights? I can't get knights. My disappointment is immeasurable. My day is ruined. I wanted knights! Ah, it's dumb. It's dumb. I'm mad about it. I do feel like I should take this Liege Guard with me, though. Probably better than you. Liege Guards are very helpful. But will they be here? I don't know. I was kind of explaining Justice, and my whole life flashed before my eyes. Enraged. Upon entering the Aureate Sanctum, you shield your eyes from the blinding sunlight bouncing off white sands and golden idols. You are inside an arena amidst a dozen gold statues. Most of them are rooted in gold puddles that spot the white, sandy plains. Soldiers, servants, beasts, furniture, and food all wrought from gold. Wait, did that statue just move? Then you hear snickering. My. A raspy voice resounds throughout the arena. Have they lifted my exile at last? A luxuriously garbed wizard king reveals himself. I am Midas, god of wealth. Take my hand and stay a while. I like hastened. Stay a while and listen. How does the auto do? Let's watch this replay. I'm so mad. The whole reason I wanted the Aspirant Knights from Ferelden was so that I could make my own Tier 4 Knights. Which, logically speaking, are units I'm not supposed to have. But that's why I wanted them. Also, that's why the Liege Guard is good. What he just did there. Fine. I mean, the Tier 2 unit is not bad either. In fact, the Aspirant Knight is so strong they had to nerf it. Great. by giving it that Isolation Slayer, where it does less damage to the units that are adjacent to each other. Like, it has slightly higher stats than a tier 2 shock unit should. But still, I wanted the tier 4 one. Ah, humbug. I think it also loses Slippery at tier 4, so I mean, it's not the end of the world. I'm just mad. Why would you shoot... Okay, let's go back to the lore so I don't have to think about it. So, Justice, as his name suggests, is a benevolent spirit of the Fade of justice. So you can work... I think you can just, like, flat out refuse him, can't you? And kill Blackwall right again. But, of course, that's boring. How would you do that? And basically, you can use Justice to bring closure to Blackwall's... Is it his wife? Widow now, I guess. Which is an act of justice, so he approves. And... he has lots of fun comments every now and again. But the really cool thing about Justice is actually what happens after Awakening. Of course, because he's piloting a corpse. Oh my damage. What the... You know what? I'll keep him around a bit. He either has to go into the Fade or get a new host. And Anders, a character I mentioned but didn't actually build for this series, willingly become my... Alright, you know what? I'm over the disappointment. Anders willingly becomes the host, and he becomes an abomination. But the spirit of justice in Anders' body gets corrupted by Anders' intense feelings about how the mages are being treated. Ooh. He's now getting Honor Guard. This isn't great for any of the characters I've custom made, but Oghren could use it. And so Justice slowly begins to twist and turn from more justice to vengeance. And so Benevolent Spirit of the Fade evolves inside Anders, and it's a really interesting process to watch happen in Dragon Age 2. Although, unfortunately, no matter what you do with Anders in Dragon Age 2, he does always blow up the Chantry. And the only question you have to ask yourself, most of the endings involve executing Anders or, like, exiling him. But there is, like, one ending that you can choose where Anders sees the error of his ways and tries to redeem himself. Your warriors proved more than Midas and his golden host bargained for. The impoverished wizard king lies at your feet. Not quite the golden destiny I had coined for myself. The fallen Gaudier smirks at the pain. How precious. First my rivals enviously seal me away. Midas coughs up golden blood. And when my prison next opens, vault robbers arrive to raid my treasures. The self-proclaimed god of wealth spits scornfully. Take my riches. May you choke on them. As Midas spends his final breaths, your troops collect his hoard. How else will you profit from Midas' demise? So we got a bunch of gold. I like it. Honestly, this is better for Oghren, but not quite perfect. That's a lot of mana. Dragon. 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 Hello. You're freaking expensive. Ah, welcome to the team, bud.
Huh?
Nice to have you. Well, I am still upset about this whole ordeal. But I'm a lot less mad about it.
Huh?
You count as my soldier, technically, which is cool. Got a dragon. I'm a little worried about Morrigan's solo army, so let's fix it, shall we? Guns out. Here's Abomination, Morrigan. Have fun. A stern Sun Guardian, backed by ranks of defenders, have positioned themselves between the Shrouded Gate and Morrigan, the scornful sorceress, as she approaches. You are not Archon, are you? The scholars of warding are sworn to shield the lands beyond from their kin. The Sun Guardian sizes Morrigan up. You are permitted passage, if you solve this riddle. When my iron teeth rise, when fields tremble by my cries, when 1,000 march as one, it means that I have come. What am I? Were you Archon, you'd lay dead at my feet already, decides the Sun Guardian. Its allies chuckle. What will Morrigan, the scornful sorceress, do? Battle. Oh my. How's the auto looking? Not bad. Should I watch another replay and keep ranting? So the Scornful Sorceress, by the way, is a fun title for Morrigan, because it technically does not appear in any of the video games. It is exclusively... There's a word for this. Interplay? Interseries? There is a... we should call it a flash game of sorts, that acts as a bit of an intermediary between Dragon Age 2... before Dragon Age Inquisition, basically. And it's basically a prelude to the Civil War in Orlais. And you play as... you can choose one of two characters. The Huntress... the Scholar? Is that what it's called? And basically it's like a little mini game where you're trying to figure out the political schema of Orlais. You're like a minor baron. Wow, deleted. A minor marquis, I think. Marquess, whatever the title is. And Morrigan's one of the characters who shows up, and she's called the Scornful Sorceress. I thought it was funny to just add to the ends. Her series was called The Inheritor, which is a title she gets from Inquisition as well. But not overly relevant at this stage of the Dragon Age world. In fact, I watched the... I even showed some of it at the end of the first episode for this series. The end of the witch hunt. And it was interesting to see that back then they had an idea for continuing Morrigan's story. Because she said that the world is changing. And that she and the child that I had with her would need to face horrible things. And that they were difficult for her to explain, even when I pressed her to do so. Of course, that's just, you know, Vegety keeping the series open, blah, 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 blah. But I feel like even back then, it kind of makes me wonder like, how much was really planned. Because Corypheus, the main antagonist of Inquisition, was introduced in Dragon Age 2 as like a DLC bit. I don't remember what it was called, the DLC. I'm trying to think back. Part of me wants to say, for some reason, the DLC retconned Hawke. Is weird. But this is pretty clear cut. Like, well played, good job, GG. There wasn't much to comment about it. Who is it? That's a lot of lava. Is this Belbador? Carissa. Okay. So Carissa showed up in the last playthrough, but she was bugged. We did not really get the opportunity. A lot of these are ruined. To see what she had to offer. She is one of the ones that I know, actually. So. Alright, back to our domain. Skedaddle. Get back here, Howe. No one likes your father anyway. Oh, I have to take this to, Oh, the crossroads are the... It's on the crossroad. Okay, fine. Sure. Whatever. Such a pain. Okay. Enough of that. I wonder where Blint went. He was here and now he's not. Which is always concerning. I'm at war with the Architect, aren't I? Sure bloody am. He was hustled over here and then he's gone. Did he try to take this and fail or something? Well, anyway. I made you something that won't surrender, right? Yep. Good. Because I have a plan. A dastardly plan. Glorious plan. We are going to integrate this city. I would have made her right-hand man more beautiful. I'm going to go for the throat. We're going to strike at the heart of her empire. The problem is I do need a lot of Imperium for this. I need to get teleporter infrastructure. We should get this first. This is 20 Imperium. It'd go up to 90 per turn. If I could declare major justification on somebody, that would help. But I have a feeling that's not going to be possible. I don't think so. I've pieced out with her. Been a wizard bond? I wish it should go away if the things have been met. Okay. Well, I think. What do I think? Shall we meet up? I think we should meet up. Right here, anyway. This guy can find a purpose in life or something. Hello. Your building has been very strange, and it's going to get stranger. I do apologize for what it's worth. So build this first. The Crimson Court. This is a city structure that can be built in our capital. Capital. This is going to give tier 3, 4, and 5 units that you own just across the map. Plus 5 hit point regeneration on the world map. Plus 10 experience per turn on the world map. And we'll gain the Crimson Court Magistrate, which will give us mana from vassals. And whenever we migrate, raise, or pillage. This is a nice little econ building. That supports our high tier units. I do really like Big Game Hunter. But we're going to want barrage attacks. It's not something I get very often because I love to use the guns, but Nathaniel Howe very clearly does not use guns. He is a bow enjoyer. That we could make that bow right now. Because we're probably going to bring him with us. As a duelist, we can leave Villana alone. She can hang out with our defending territory. It's a cool looking bow. It doesn't really make sense for this bow to do elemental damage, I don't think. If I get it If I give it inflict marked... I don't want pulse shot. I don't want any of those. What if I just do max crit? Make off. Max crits. Good. Let me look up the bows in Dragon Age. It's kind of a silly name, but the ancestral bow of the Howe family is called the Howe bow. So it actually is perfect. It actually also kind of looks like this in its icon. So, nice. We'll give him the Howe bow. Perfect. Perfection. Unrestrained magic. Sure, why not? Morgan's all about that. Hawke is withdrawn to the Astral Void. No to that. Fenris. Where are you, Fenris? I made you literally to protect Hawke. I don't know where you ran off to. I made one hero for Meryl. Oh, here's one. This is another city we could annex. Oh, there's two here. Okay, good. That's great, in fact. Villana has completed her major ambition. That's why I brought you. So now she has Farseer, so she has bonus vision, rage, and true sight. I give you this too, more healing. Why not? Actually, I probably should give this to... probably give that to Howe. Hey, we have the remains of Midas. That's interesting. We could use him as a front line if we really needed to. If we're getting desperate. Here's expired. I like food. I can make a bounty. Why? Yes, we're going to want to integrate Sirona soon. Or rather than later. We could even, if I'm feeling really frisky, which I'm not saying I am right now, we could release Vigil's Keep as a vassal. I'm not saying I want to, but I am saying it is a possibility. There's a gate there. I'm really thinking we need to get this. If I'm going to start spending all this Imperium super recklessly, having more income is good. The moment I accept the teleporter infrastructure, we can get teleporter packs as well. I think we want to get this. There's no easy way to get Imperium. Regrettably. That peace trade is really complicated matters. Astral Blood is in. I'm definitely grabbing this. We're definitely grabbing Amplifying Imbuement. That is going to be a huge power spike for our squad. I mean, here's some Imperium. Whoever's left can go get that. It is time. Welcome to the Grey Wardens.
Join us, brothers and sisters. Join us in the shadows where we stand vigilant. Join us as we carry the duty that cannot be forsworn. And should you perish, know that your sacrifice will not be forgotten. And that one day, we shall join you.
By accepting the gift of the old blood, the tainted bloods, our units will become undead. Ignore this. But they'll gain Life Drinker. Whenever an adjacent enemy unit dies, they will gain Strengthen and they will heal. And our base attacks have a chance to inflict Blood Parasite for 3 turns. This effect is increased for single-shot attacks. Welcome to the Grey Wardens.
You are called upon to submit yourself to the taint for the greater good.
And of course, cool as it is, we're just gonna waddle over here and bippity boppity boopity bop beep. Goodbye. Okay. Let's fix our squad, shall we? Howe's gonna have to come with us. Waifu has to be with us, obviously. Which leaves Velana. It's kind of a fun little army, isn't it? I like this. We could use one more levy in here, but I'm not gonna stress about it. Where's Morg? Oh, Morgan's in Carissa's lands, of course. So Howe. Nathaniel Howe. I mean, his army doesn't look bad. You know what? Let's just do it. This is kind of like the ragtag squad. I should definitely... Oh, you have a healer. Okay. You want to hang out here? The warlord can come with somebody. I'm not who. I'm sure. Not sure who yet. All right, so let's see what Carissa has in store for us. And this will be our climax for the day. Let's do it, mama. You have your helmet, right? Oh, no. Whatever. Good enough. Making her way downtown through the charred and lava-flooded... Where did that come? The lava-flooded domain, Morrigan, the scornful sorceress, tastes the ash in the air as she approaches Carissa's arcanum. Your troops swelter as they step into a courtyard dotted with burnt-out pyres, traces of a harrowing history. Echoing screams of Carissa reverberate within her secret sanctuary. Morrigan realizes this is where Carissa was kindled and reborn anew, many times over. Her screams take form as immolated souls, flaming defenders of her sanctum, sparked by chaos, yet fueled by Carissa's fury. The immolated souls gaze at your warriors, who sense an uncomfortable heat swell within them. Can Morrigan extinguish this fiery threat? We can cool the warriors before we engage. When a non-hero attacker dies, it turns to an immolated soul on the defender's side. And we have more fire resistance. Let's go. Oh my goodness. What's the AI do? Wow. Alright, let's do better. So there are a few tricks we have up here in our sleeve. One thing that we should keep in mind, something I always forget, is that this unit can resurgence themselves. You need to be very careful about that. Very mindful. Demure, if you will. Do I think... all my frontline is shock units. This is a 3-turn buff. Here you go, little wolves. Alright. This is a unit we haven't seen in a long time. The Herald of War. I feel like he's very... Are you a construct? You're an elemental. I feel like this guy is lackluster. Just the vibe I get, you know? Changing the Phoenix to a magic fighter was a good shout. That changes the dynamic quite a bit of that unit. Am I really buffing the Blood Mage? I guess I am. There you go. I am a little worried about the Warlord, but what's a man to do? We've done what we can do. If we had Valana here, we could definitely just delete this unit. Well, this is fun. Good job standing in line for me. Unfortunately, it's all fire damage against fire units, but what are we going to do? It's fire. Let it burn. We could definitely plague. Oh, yes, if I Scarlet Plague you, I mean, you already have a Blood Parasite. But then this thing dies. Bada bing, bada boom. Ah, I thought I could get another unit in here. I could move their burning now, or I can wait. They're going to be set on more fire. I don't know what this thing's going to do, I gotta be honest. Alright, wait till next turn. But yeah, so the Phoenix here is, when it dies, it'll become a blood parasite, and then I'll just eat the corpse, and then it doesn't come back. Problem solved. That's to do with your turn. I forgot I could do that. I'm obscured. Bop it! Okay. Is it the right call to wait? I really wish I could hit all these units, but... What can you do? Hello! Goodbye. Ow! Oh. Okay. This is what I just have to do. There's a lot of fire on the grounds. So summon a flame unit. What do you do when there's a lot of fire? Obviously, you make more. It made more! That'd be the only good thing to come of that stupid... that stupid game. I kind of want... Because we have the Blood Parasite on a couple of these units... I really need to parasite the one guy before doing this. Here. Wrong one. So. All the worms in the way. So I did that. Do I just pylon? And really get in the way? There you go, bud. Don't say I never did nothing for you. Alrighty. Look at all that glorious regen. So the Immolated Soul... Boom. I realize we really haven't had an opportunity to see one yet. They're very rare. But they do have really good synergy to Morgan's army. Because they can blow up... Like they have Combust, which can blow up a unit's burning. So Morgan should really like them. Ah, fudge. I did not consider that. But isn't that kind of bullshit? Oh, that's not good. Good luck. Uh-oh. That is a problem I had not considered. So whenever these guys kill something, it comes back as a soul thingy under their control. But of course, we have lots of little shitters we spawn every now and again. So those little shitters come back as actual full-blown tier 3 units. As you can imagine, this is not an ideal position for us to be in. I have 2 shock units here just ramming their faces into this stuff. Doing negative damage. Okay, this is fine. I wouldn't call it fine, but it's fine. This guy definitely needs to continue receiving our protection. Unfortunately, he has to kill something in order to reset his commands. Which is not looking very likely. Well, at least we're not reducing our healing or anything. That would be annoying. I'll just revitalize, whatever. Keep us in tip-top shape. Tip-top. Tip-top. The AI doesn't really seem to grasp the idea of combusts. Lol. Nice hit. Oh, it doesn't do friendly fire? Okay. Melt away. Let me consume you. Okay, so can you kill this now? Nice. So, we're going to command damage. Whatever. It's not a real unit. That doesn't matter. Matters not. We have a lot of blood parasites. I will admit, that's very not lore friendly. But there was that whole entropy thing going on. I guess that better explains. Here, I'm gonna do the dagger. This is real blood magic for sure. The animation for blood magic in Dragon Age, was it Origins or 2? Basically, the character took the staff and literally stabbed themselves with it. Like, literally, the Sudoku stab through the stomach was what they did to get the blood for blood magic. Which felt a little extreme to me, I'm not gonna lie. But I'll take it. Boom. The Dagger of the Last Rite makes a lot of sense. Alright. We did both better and worse somehow in the AI. The burning flames of her defenders quenched. The sanctum of Carissa is now safe for Morrigan, the scornful sorceress, to explore. Carissa's screams resound again. They are released from the central pyre. Morrigan feels her temperature rising as she steps closer. Laying her hand on the charred wood, she senses the volatile magic sealed within. Dancing flames unexpectedly erupt from the pyre, engulfing Morrigan and revealing a charred scroll. When Morrigan unfurls it, a single frozen tear falls out and shatters. Carissa's primordial spell is now yours. What other boon will Morrigan the Scornful Sorceress take from Carissa's Arcanum before moving on? So we could get some draft in our Capitale. We could get a free level for Morrigan. We could gain a little bit of stability. Or our entire army could gain fire protection. Yeah, sure, whatever. We'll take the fire protection. So this is our first secret scroll. This does not provide any passive bonuses, but it does give us a new combat spell. The target enemy sustains 60 fire damage. Wow. If it dies to this damage and is not a hero or combat summon unit, it turns into an immolated soul under your control that can be acquired at the end of combat for a mana cost. So those units we saw that had the combust, we can now acquire them. Unfortunately... Okay, good. We can do a little bit of a roundabout acquisition here. To acquire... Whatever, we'll just take this. 40. 40's not bad. To acquire this without incurring a lava penalty. Like, we can grab this, this, and then this, and that will be done. Unfortunately, the Crossroads is a little busy. Don't you know? With its expansion. Like, this is its next target. It hasn't expanded at all into this one. I don't know why there's a free city in here. This is basically done for now. And I guess it's okay. Morrigan's here because the Crossroads is hers, but I really feel like this should be an agricultural governor, like her. To get it to just grow faster. I think we're going to have to swap, just for, like, efficiency's sake. Morrigan can hold the keep for now. And Valana can take this. This will make it cheaper. I can't afford to do that. I need every iota of Imperium we can get right now. Am I really saving for this? I think I should. Also, you can draft immediately. Whenever a new research skill is being researched, the knowledge of cast... Ooh, this is fun too. I think we should save for the Bond of Brotherhood. If Sirona can hold off... We're in a good spot. Our next rally is next turn. Unfortunately, we are going to lose some of these, but that's okay. I think we'll leave the spider. There you go, Howe. Wow, we do not have a lot of these, but we'll team up with Mama Morrigan, and that will solve that problem. The question is, do we have to... I guess the question is what we do next. I mean, obviously, I think going after the Architect is a good shout. Lothering being underground makes me sad. That's where Hawke is from. It's also, like, the first city you get to after being rescued in Origins. From imminent doom. I'm not sure what to do next, team. I mean, there's plenty of directions we could go. Which direction should we go is the question. I'm not sure. But that is for Future Fave to decide next time. Thank you all for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this fun episode. We unveiled the Shrouded Isles, and there's a lot of directions that we can go where we can just sit in our keep, twiddling our thumbs, I suppose. Teleporter infrastructure is going to come in handy. We can backdoor Haven. We can go get 2 breached isles. Man, there's so much that could be done. So much to do. So much to see. Thank you to patrons of the channel members, support channel. I greatly appreciate you. If you would like to stay up to the Happy Channel, feel free to join the Discord server down below, and I will see you next time as war rages through Ferelden and the Warden-Commander makes his move.